Morning. Well, it is for me. It's a Saturday morning. Two bikes move forward. Can only mean the ramp's in use. And we've got, well, not we, me. Mediocre's up. Just had MOT. And passed. No problem. Slightly noisy exhaust, but we've all got them. Well, apart from on the Honda, that's very standard, very quiet, very lovely. Brakes. They felt a little bit wooden going to the MOT, and I thought it was build up of rust on the disc because Mediocre hadn't been used for a while. And then past the MOT, left it. What's it been? A couple of weeks or so. Tried selling Mediocre, wasn't bothered either way, got messed about, so took it off of sale and decided to keep. There you go. So rode it to work, got it reinsured and taxed and all the rest of it, rode it to work, and the brakes were very wooden. Not to the point of too scary, but very concerned. So I pulled the calipers off, had the grandkids here, and we both, all three of us in fact, because there's two of them, bloody twins, took off the calipers, and the seals are binding on the pistons, the dust seals. I don't think there's one I can actually show. I've sort of freed them off, but it was so, as I say, it was wooden. It's the only way I can describe it. It was cack, the old braking. So yeah, there's not one that you can see. As I say, I've had the brake doobries, brake piston doobries, and twisted them, and it has freed them off, and it's a lot better. But seals are shot, calipers are coming apart. So got all the seals. That old joke. Can't remember where I got them from. About 50 quid, because they're 6 pots, so there's a lot more of them. Let's have a look at this. 42.95 from SF Parts Limited. So it's got the new, oh there you are, pins and copper rings, copper seals, copper washers. Got the new bleed nipples, but on a previous booster I fitted new bleed nipples and they were leaking, and I didn't fathom it out until I'd gone through about 2 litres of brake fluid. So I'm not going to trust them. I'll use the originals unless there's something seriously wrong with them. But yeah, 43 quid. And that's the caliper split O-rings as well. They're not split. When you split the calipers, that's the O-rings you need. So it contains all of those as well. And as I say, it's quite a few, because they're Tokico 6 pots, which are notorious for being a pain in the arse to bleed. And as I say, I used the new bleed nipples. It wasn't from there, I can't remember who that kit was from, but the air was getting in past the nipple and it wouldn't allow me to actually bleed the caliper, which as I say, I didn't fathom out until I'd gone through sort of 2, maybe even 3 litres of brake fluid, which was very frustrating. But I've decided I'm gonna that's meant to be red. Anyway, well, it says red. Oh, where are you? There. Red rot. The calipers are rot. I've decided to get the whole line up to paint them. So I'm going to take them off, clean them up, spray them, cook them, rebuild them, stick them back on, and yeah, so new scrubbing brushes and everything. So that's the plan. How well that comes out, you'll probably find out. How long it lasts, you'll probably find out. There was a company on eBay that were doing, I think it was 76 quid per caliper for paint and rebuild, and then materials on top of that. So that would have probably come out at 200 quid maybe for the two, with parts and everything. So I thought, screw that, let's give it a go myself. It's a long time since I've had a little project in the shed, so I'm going to give it a go. And I've read the instructions on these, and none of them, I haven't read the instructions on there, so ignore that one. None of them say about cooking it on. All the videos you see online say about cooking it on, but none of them say, none of these in the instructions say about cooking it. Shake can, spray, dries to touch in 30 minutes, can be handled in 1 hour. Where are you? Covers approximately 12 to 14 feet, but it doesn't say anything about curing it in the oven, or it will be cured through the heat of whatever you're using. I mean these are almost good enough for the headers. I don't know how long they'd last. I think there's extra. I mean that's 800 degrees, but yeah, this one's 1,000 degrees. Primer's 1,000 degrees, and this satin clear's 1,000 degrees. Anyway, none of them say about cooking it on or anything, but I'm going to. But I'll probably take you through the process. Not fully. I'm not going to set a camera up and bore you silly like this video, but yeah, subscribe if you want to see them all, if you're not subscribed, and if you don't want to see them all, unsubscribe and ignore me. But that's what I'm doing. I'm going to take these off, fully strip, and then clean them right up, paint them up, and fully rebuild, because the seals are shot. So yeah, little project. So I thought I'd do, this is sort of the introduction as such as to what I'm going to get on with, and I'll see how it goes and I'll report back. But yeah, I don't think will I do a video on pulling them apart? I might do a video on pulling them apart, but yeah, as I say, introduction, that's the plan. And what I'm hoping for is black calipers and red Tokico. So yeah, I'm setting myself a bit of a high standard there, having never done this before. And you know, this is my rattle can finish. This is, how old's this? 5 years? 5 years old. My daughter made the stickers. But yeah, that's about 6 years old. It is dirty. It's not perfect. Look at the cracking in this. Never found out why that happened. I like it. I like the effect of it. If only I could do it on purpose. I would have done the whole tank. Look at the state of it. I'd have done the whole tank. These need to come off and be repainted and everything. But yes, so there you go. Project incoming. Many videos probably. Interesting. Probably interesting in part. So probably the type of video you want to skip through. And then comment back to me if you ever find an interesting bit. But that's the idea. Paint it all up, refurbish, fit seals. There you go. I think that's where I'm at. Now I've got to go in because the old woman's aggravating me via text to go and have some breakfast. But yeah, gorgeous machines. Gorgeous. That's a lot of fun. A lot more fun than you'd think out of a Honda little 750, but it is a lot of fun. And the booster on its new Road 6s is also a lot of fun. Very sticky like a stick. Anyway, that's enough garbage out of me. I'm going to go and have a breakfast. Ta-ra.